No one was hearing our audio. So, whoever was taking bets on if there would be audio issues, bad example, you were, thanks for your optimism, but this is a fucked up audio stream. Can people hear us now? Can folks hear?
Testing for you.
Yeah!
Oh yeah! All right, welcome.
God,
Welcome back, everybody.
well, yep. There will always be audio issues. Oh, there's a sound loop?
Oh, weird.
That's weird.
Well, welcome back to the stream, Katie Hutch.
Thank you.
Hey,
for
Katie.
having me.
Yeah, thank you for thank you for coming back on. And I don't know if you guys heard this, but I did thank Crowbot and Squeakwatch and Bamcat for hosting the stream on our anniversary show on Monday. That was great. And we're going to showcase some of that art here tonight. I did not enjoy this. Let me not do this anymore.
Squeakwatch has said that that Katie's episode was her favorite art that she ever made, even though it was dumb. I don't remember what it was.
Wait, Squeakwatch, you were dumb?
I don't know.
It was dumb.
But yeah, to answer Crowbot's question, I'm eating a salad that I made myself, which is rare, because I'm not usually allowed in the kitchen to make shit. But I'm on this like 10-day detox, no sugar, no carbs, no dairy. So
That's serious self-control.
Yeah, that should really fuck up your.
looks like your sound is the one that got fucked up there, Michael.
Yeah, I think
You
I
glitched
think
out for a second.
might be my internet. It's just one of those nights, you know.
Bear with us. Anyway,
We're making it work.
so
Yeah.
thank you, Kara. Sketches. Let's see if I make it to the 10 days. In the meantime, what a lovely day to have Art Smackdown.
Yeah, let's give some art challenges. So, you know, as per usual, we're going to be doing the leaderboard. I'm not sure why I got super sassy here. But,
You did. Sassy
we're
Sherman.
going to be doing the leaderboard. We're gonna showcase some of the art from Monday. We're gonna. Oh my God, Mark, do you want to reveal what's exciting here?
I know what you mean about the looping. It was Ethan's. I think it was Ethan's. I
Is
got
that
it.
the backlight that we're seeing or something? Or the
No, it was the audio from Ethan's video from his art from Monday. I got it. The looped audio is fixed.
Great success.
Anyway, sorry.
Mega up to your emote will be live on Monday. Monday. And Mark, do you want to let everybody know what's so exciting about this stream right now? Which is like incredible. It seems like there's about 10 people here, which is really good odds.
Yeah. You're talking about what's okay. What we talked about before with the yep. Okay. One of our challenges. I'll just say it. The 30 challenge. There might be a financial prize. Can I say it any less sexy? There might be some currency.
Wait, are you guaranteeing a financial prize, or are you?
I'm
And how much are you guaranteeing? Are
I'm
you
guar-
guaranteeing,
I'm
and how much are you
guaranteeing.
guaranteeing?
Okay, so the 30-minute challenge is a very personal one for me. It's a personal art commission, and the winner, whoever's speaks to me the most, there will still be a leaderboard, but whoever's piece speaks to me the most in the 30-minute will receive some monies.
Are you not going to say how much? Or are you just gonna?
Well, I'll tell them when I unleash the challenge.
Nice. All right. So a significant amount of money. Mark will be commissioning a specific piece of art for the 30-minute challenge. So call your friends and let them know, or don't call your friends and win the money.
Yeah.
Or call your friends and kick their butts and still win the money, but have them
There
here
you
to
go.
watch you do it.
Oh my God. Yeah.
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 But yeah.
And maybe don't call anybody and just text, because not sure why
We
you'd
already
hop
have
on the.
audio loop problems.
Oh my God, get on the horn. I got.
Yeah.
That's me being a telephone operator. Why don't we give a 3-minute sort of warm-up commission?
Yeah, sounds great.
Here, and then we'll have Katie take a look at the audience art. Tell us what her opinion is.
Is this all this magic that I'm seeing on the bottom half of the screen?
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
This is-
indeedy.
Delightful.
All right, let me just make sure I have the clock. There it is. All right. Okay, so the self-expression challenge is draw yourself as a supporting character from Bob's Burgers. Like what your character would be if you were on Bob's Burgers. And
In the style of Bob's.
in the style of Bob's Burgers. And go.
All right, Katie. So the commission here is portray how the dinosaurs actually died, and the compromise in the middle of it was to include your favorite version of my hair over quarantine. So I had a man bun and a quiff, and now I've got this Caucasian haircut.
Is that what it's called? A quiff?
A quiff, yeah.
I thought it was quaff. Like your hair is coiffed, isn't it? I'm not sure.
Yeah,
Quiff?
that's what I thought.
A quiff, I feel like, is if you have a quaff while queefing.
There's also coif, which is like a bit of hair, I think, or a hair like just a general coif of hair. So I don't know if it's quiff or coif. I don't know.
You're
Kara
right.
Sketches called it a queef.
We can
Whatever.
quibble about this forever.
Whatever you want to call it, it's working.
But let's take a look at some of this art, and you tell us what you get from each piece. Just know what the theme is.
Yeah. So,
All right.
So I'll show you one at a time.
Oh, beautiful.
As we go through. So this first one, going with there's begun to be some video art that we've been getting,
God,
specifically
you guys are
VR
so
art. V art.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So this one is
Yeah,
built
nuts. All the way in 3D. I love the attention to the teeth detail. That really is superb and respectable. And that it's color coordinated with the bun. Also delightful. What I also really like about this is I like that this has elements of like 18 different types of dinosaur into one. to really compact the story in the time I imagine they had allotted. I'm unclear about how this dinosaur dies, but they really, really nailed the man bun and the appropriate like positioning and tilt for this alligator amphibian meets T-Rex raptor kind of species.
So you're actually not seeing the full loop right now.
Yeah,
the
I don't know
full
why it
loop
keeps- I
contains
don't know why it keeps freezing.
There is
a
death at some point.
sweeping. It contains a sweeping motion past the dinosaur's head and out the window because the dinosaur is in a home, and then there's an asteroid coming down. It's pretty remarkable.
It is. Yeah, I'm bringing it back in. See if that helps. Oh, and art supplies down.
Go ahead and email your a picture of your art to fartsmackdown@gmail.com, and we will kindly judge it.
There we go.
Katie, are there any other pieces here that you'd like to see a little more of? Anything really speaking to you? Let's say you've gone into a museum now and you're like, all right, so which one are you walking up to right away?
I want to know what the text is of the one directly above that. I have been wondering that since the start.
Absolutely. There's a lot going on there.
There's a lot going on.
Hello, primitive beings. I'm Elon Musk, and I have come with my advanced is crossed out technology to enhance your lives.
It was so necessary to truly enjoy this piece to get that blown up. Thank you so much for that.
Anything else you'd like to take a look at here?
I'd love if we could dig down lower left, second one in. It looks like someone's maybe got like an orange jumpsuit and a legging kind of an effect.
That would be Lizzo.
Oh, thank God. Oh my God, and we got a parody in here.
Yeah.
To anyone who happens to know my past or not, I'm a big parody proponent and have 7,000 parody songs in my repertoire. So this just speaks to my heart in a million different ways. I also what's that?
I was going to say I've never heard someone describe themselves as a proponent of parodies.
I don't know. Words are just coming out of my mouth.
I like that alliteration. That's nice.
Queef?
Quaff? Quiff? Quoff? It's my earth now. Yeah, I also like the mixture of almost childish, like, filling in techniques, and like the little X's over the dead dinosaur's eyes, but attention to detail in a way that's also very mature that I'm just loving all the contrast in this particular piece. And the flute is in there. My God, yes, we just nailed it.
Yeah.
So
anything else?
Oh my God, McDonald's over there. Now, who exactly is crashing above McDonald's? There's a head that comes in. Oh, is that Mike?
That is me, yeah.
Where?
Oh, that was such a good life decision to whoever made that. Thank you for gracing us all with that dream come true.
That was one of the winning pieces.
So, Micah, your essence is asteroiding down onto the Earth and wiping out this entire race of creature?
That is correct.
That is correct.
I feel like congratulations are in order. I'm not sure why. I just know that they are.
Here, I'll
to me or to the artist?
Both.
Well.
Is that Kermit upside down on a bicycle too?
Some of the pieces that are in there that are not dinosaurs are other pieces of art that have been submitted for Art Smackdown at some point.
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Yeah, I can totally.
What
I like about this one is it really transports me into this prehistoric world. I like that as soon as it's a little bit bigger from a glance, I know where I am. I know who these dinosaurs are. I know what their interests are. It's really fulfilling to to dive into this world this way. And again, Micah, I don't know why, but I feel the need to congratulate you on your epic power to fly in from the sky and conquer this entire planet in that magnitude.
Thank you. Thank you. Mark, shall we
Yeah.
give the 15-minute challenge now?
I would love to.
Great.
I loved hearing Katie talk about that piece. I just got so into it. All right, this is the 15-minute. And where's the spot? Okay, there's. Oh wait, that's wrong. That's the wrong one.
So, Katie, just so you know, Mark and Ethan and I competed against each other for the anniversary show, and that was the winning piece that Mark made.
Mark, that's your piece?
It is, but actually, Ethan won. Ethan took
Oh,
home
did he?
bacon. Mm-hmm, he did.
Well, you just transported me there, and I respect it.
Woohoo! All right. Here's the challenge. The 15-minute challenge is draw a Bob Ross landscape from before when he was in the Army. As some of us may not know, he was a drill sergeant in the Army before he left the Army, vowing never to yell at anyone ever again. So this is a landscape from before when he was in the Army.
A yelling Bob Ross.
A yelling Bob Ross. Go.
And not himself, Bob Ross.
Yeah. So, are there any others here that you'd like to explore before we take a look at our art from just now? We're gonna.
I'd like to quickly shout out the perfection of the high pony on the far left top row, the colors of the one beneath it, but I'd love to really dig into this black light and see what it is that's getting shown up.
Absolutely.
So this one, yeah, it's well, we'll see if you can figure it out.
Is that Olaf with a knife?
It is Olaf with a knife
On a skateboard?
on a skateboard.
Oh, I don't have kids, but if you think that I don't have the majority of Frozen memorized, you're crazy.
That is the person who made that made the Olaf for their self-expression challenge, and then flipped the paper over and used this witchy magic to create the effect that you are seeing.
Oh God, I feel like this was a trick that was left for Dwight Schrute as some giant escapade that he's, got to go from one thing to another to end up waiting for a helicopter on the roof. It's just brilliant. And the sass of that dinosaur right there, too, is adorable.
So much sass. Got that teapot stance. You guys want to see some of the 3-minute challenge?
I would love to.
All right.
And now, so we only have 4 submissions for this challenge, which means we're going to be selecting our top 3, which means each one of us is going to admit which one we did not like the least. Wait, we like the least.
Yeah. Correct.
Yes. We're going to have to, because there's only 4. And listen, if there's only 4 people competing for this monetary prize that Mark is offering at the end of this, even if you like, it just makes Mark, tell them how much you're,
$100.
$100.
$100.
Big ones. 100 big ones. So like
$100.
even if you're just like sort of watching right now, it makes financial sense to just slap something together.
It's a free lottery ticket. Take it.
It's a free lottery ticket.
It's
and
a free lottery ticket.
Your chances are 1 in 13.
You were going to be doing it anyway, So might as well
Crowbot, that's
still
so
do
real.
it. It's so real. It's rare.
All right.
All right.
If there's no more dinosaurs you'd like to take a look at, let's move to some of this. What was the challenge?
The
Bob's Burgers.
Bob's Burgers. All right, here we go. This is from Kara Sketches. Just trying to see if there is a caption along with it. There. Oh, Kara just wrote, "This drawing is terrifying to me." I love that the person who drew this is frightened by it.
Whoa.
Terrified by it.
Whoa, that really does look like Bob's Burgers, though.
You
It
nailed
really does.
the like side boob shape that they get so well. That, oh god.
And
I
the sort
love
of like, yeah, the shapeless legs, very nice.
You know, I'm kind of embarrassed to say, I've never seen an episode of Bob's Burgers.
You'll absolutely love it.
Why not?
I
feel like
just
with
slacked on
some,
it. I just slacked on it.
with
I'll
some like,
recommend some good musical ones to start out with
Okay.
because the ones where they sing, it's just a whole nother level.
I've seen probably every episode of Family Guy and South Park,
Mhm.
and that was a lot. And I really, really love The Simpsons, but I have not seen every episode of The Simpsons just because I'm like, I mean,
At this
it's
point,
just such a daunting task.
yes.
And I feel that way about Bob's Burgers at this point. I'm like, I've probably seen half the episodes, and I'm like, it's just so much. I have friends who are on the show, and I'm still like, I'm glad you're on it.
But it is one of those nice shows that you might miss a passing joke or two if you haven't seen every episode prior or whatever, but you can also jump in whenever and you're not particularly confused.
Yeah. It's a
You'll see
network
a
show.
lot of characters like what we're seeing on the screen here, all making very uncomfortable, real life dynamic passing comments. It's delightful.
Amazing.
Mhm.
Well, yeah. Well, I'm in. I'm gonna see it. I'm gonna see it.
You have to.
I promise, guys. Next up is Bad Example.
I'd like a full report on Monday.
I will give.
Hey!
Oh my god, the skill of the beard and mustache overlay when there is no Bob's Burgers character that looks like that, major props.
Yeah, this definitely looks like a Bob's Burgers character that I'm surprised hasn't existed yet.
Yeah, I feel like you need to send it to them and say, I feel underrepresented in my beardliness. Please incorporate me into your show.
Right. Like if Bob's Burgers hired a hipster dishwasher who like, grew up rich and has a trust fund, but is like, I'm just trying to slum it out here on the wharf. You know what I mean?
That's delightful. Yeah, I feel like he could also be like what are those like a traveling troubadour? Like he's got his banjo and the harmonica that straps on and the percussion that he uses his foot to play, and decides to park himself right outside the burger joint.
Yeah, very Dick Van Dyke and Mary Poppins with a beard.
Yes.
I have zero frame of reference for this banter. Next one.
Have you never seen Mary Poppins?
No, I have. I just in the sense of how the context of Bob's Burgers, and why it's funny in context. I don't got it, but I love Mary Poppins.
I found a Bob's Burgers character with a beard.
Oh my god, this is amazing. Oh yeah,
Beckett is his name.
This is from Crowbot. The caption is just Jake Burgers.
I am very impressed by all of these guys.
Whoa.
Eyebrows,
Wow.
little under eye tweaks are just, and actually Bob's Burgers fingers I feel like are really hard because they do have that very specific 4-finger cartoony thing, and you really got the hands nicely.
Amazing.
Yeah, why do cartoons only have 4 fingers? I think I know the answer.
Every once in a while, you'll see a 5-fingered cartoon, but it looks kind of creepy. On a cartoon, for some reason, all of the real fingers are so busy that it looks like a claw.
And they're all played
Yeah,
by
look.
Christopher Guest.
If human beings started looking like this, I would have no problem with it.
I mean, some do.
Right? Oh, for sure. I'm saying like if a critical mass of humans started having 4 fingers like this, I'd be like, we're good to go.
Yeah, that's still fine. Like, I mean, how often do we need
I
the
think
pinky? Like, really, to do the things that we normally do?
Oh, I love my pinky. My ring finger is the one that feels more useless to me because it can't function very independently of the middle or the ring finger. That I can lose that and still be fine.
Yeah, but it wouldn't look like this, right?
No, it just blend smoothly over.
Right. It would be a smooth. I think we'd lose the pinky and the ring finger would become more dexterous.
Yeah. It would get the flexibility of the pinky.
Precisely. Because this is nothing to shake a stick at, right? Don't turn your nose up at that.
No,
But this is
when you play a piano, how are you gonna get an octave if you don't have your pinky?
Bing. Game set match.
Game set match. All right. And the final 3-minute self-expression challenge is from Squeak Watch.
Oh.
Oh my god, I love
dear.
that your version of yourself looks halfway between Tina, who is the oldest daughter, Mark, and Linda, who is the mother.
Thank you for the context.
Oh my goodness.
Linda is like if I was a Long Island mom. She's always singing and she's got things to say. And Tina's the daughter who's just hitting puberty, very obsessed with both butts and horses, and whenever she's uncomfortable makes this noise. But a little deeper because it's voiced by a gent.
Why have I not seen this show?
Exactly.
Micah, I hold you responsible.
Oh, start with the pilot. I mean, it's good. It's
Guys,
really
so good.
Oh, shit.
yeah.
My
All right, so
my cat is
Katie.
meowing its face off. Hold on 1 second.
and this is one of those moments, Katie, where we need a cat content emote, which we will have on Monday.
Cat content email.
Emote, like an emoticon.
Got it.
There we go. All right.
So
Cat content.
Katie, our job is to go 3, 2, 1. You pick your third favorite, second favorite, and first favorite, and then we'll get that leaderboard started.
Yep.
Guys, this is near impossible. You all really nailed a very difficult ask.
So
I have to go in order from the 3, 2, 1.
well,
Yeah, you just say your third right now. We'll
Yeah.
all say our third.
yeah, exactly.
Okay, 3. I'm gonna go Squeak Watch.
3, I'm gonna go bad example.
Hold on, guys. Squeak. I am gonna go. Kara Sketches.
All right.
I don't like having to rank you guys, just so you all know. I want to pick you all.
How about number 2?
My B game is Squeak Watch.
I think my B, I gotta give it to Hipster Beard.
Star Wars or other beard?
Other Beard.
Bad example.
That example.
And I am going to go also with Squeak Watch. for my B. All right. Top pick.
I gotta go Star Wars. You nailed head to toe. In 3D.
Also, there's like a little personal touch in there with the Star Wars T-shirt.
Very personalized.
Like, I feel like I can tell who this character is.
Yeah, he runs a Blockbuster. It's the last one still open.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. That's my
Right.
top, is Crowbot, for sure.
Like, he's middle-aged, but still fancies himself a potential director someday.
I've got my movie I'm writing. I got my screenplay. It's almost done.
Is that you, Crowbot?
That's not how Crowbot
cool.
sounds. That's how that guy sounds. In my opinion.
I know, Crowbot. I hate to.
Killing it.
What's the average lifspan in the United States?
I'm sure it's easily Googleable.
I was gonna say,
75?
don't know it off the top of my head. I know it's been declining, if I'm not mistaken.
78.54 years as of 2018.
Right. So 78 point whatever.
Oh, it went up in 2019. So yeah, it's just under 80.
Mike, I feel like you're about to hit us with something terrifying that all of a sudden makes us painfully aware of how close to death we are.
Well, I just called Crowbot middle-aged, and he goes, "Hey, I'm 35," and I'm like, "Yeah, you're middle-aged, man. That's middle-aged."
Oh man.
I know we like to think of middle-aged as like 50, but people aren't living to 100 yet.
Well, I think it also depends on, are you taking the term middle
Oh
age?
shit. Art supplies down.
Are you taking the term middle age for what it literally means? Or for the colloquialism, like you're saying, where a lot of us do think like it's somewhere in the 50 range?
Yeah, no, I think middle-aged is 40.
I don't know how to make that call, but I respect both options.
I also respect both options.
Crowbot's grandfather made it to 98.
Crowbot clearly is someone who does not respect both options, and he's like, "I'll be middle-aged when I'm dead."
Yeah. Do it up.
Send that art to fartsmackdown@gmail.com, will you?
Thank you. So Crowbot was number one for that one for us, correct? Just making sure before I make the leaderboard. Great.
And we've all agreed that Crowbot will be living into the triple digits.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Crowbot is, if he isn't already, he will be bionic.
So I've injured myself again. Do you guys see my right eye here?
It's getting a little puffy.
Yeah, it's a little droopy, right? I had an audition yesterday, and I put on a little just a little makeup, a little under eye foundation, right?
Yeah, concealer up.
I think I got it in my eyeball, and
I do that every time I put makeup on.
yeah. Does this happen to you?
Yes, to be fair, I'm allergic to being alive, so sometimes I just wake up and my body's already doing that, but I do it with makeup all the time. I recommend a little, like, if it doesn't freak you out, grab your eyelid lightly and just like blot it. Just give it a little like thunk thunk so that it flushes out whatever might be stuck in there.
I think I'm like, I gotta get it right up to the eyelash line, and
These
I
are
do the
so
same thing.
great. Sorry.
also my eyelashes hang down, and I think that the makeup gets caught in the lashes and then it goes into the ball.
The other thing is sometimes when I put like a concealer or something on, the tool you're using to apply it, I feel like it'll rotate one of my eyelashes so it flips pointed into my eye instead. So you might be doing that. Do it away from your eye next time, maybe. Or just rock the natural look, you know? You do you.
I have some auditions this weekend, which I need to look a little bit older than I am.
Yeah, so put eyeshadow on instead underneath.
I am wearing some eyeshadow, eyeshadow, eyeshadow.
Wow.
All right. That was exclusively for Katie Hutch. And I feel like
I feel so privileged.
I feel like I've ingratiated myself nicely. All right. So let's take I was listening to Cat Stevens recently, and
As you should be. As you should be.
All should.
Man, he honestly, if you listen to his catalog, like outside of like Peace Train and Father and Son and that like it's really sad shit, like he sounds like a contemporary singer. Like so many people alive today sing like he did on his B-sides.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like he sang like this on like all of his popular songs, you know, but like on the other side, he sounds like the Foo Fighters.
He's incredible. I mean, he's probably my favorite singer-songwriter ever. And to the point where when I saw him at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction concert, I wept like uncontrollably the entire time. That's the only time I've ever been at a concert, including Michael Jackson, when I just like lost my shit. I'm such a huge Cat Stevens fan.
Did you cry at Michael Jackson?
I mean, I did, but not as much.
Oh, Michael Jackson had that emotional of a.
Well, I was 17, and it was the Michael Jackson like tribute concert that they had at MSG, MS Square Garden, where there was like 3 nights in a row. And and I went, and I'd wanted to see Michael Jackson for over 10 years, and I got to the point where I figured I was never going to be able to see him, and I finally got the and I mean it was insane. And then the next day 9/11 happened.
Oh.
That
story walked right into a wall.
It always does. It always does.
By the way, here's something I don't understand. Billy Joel. All right, let's take a look at some of this art. I don't care for that guy.
I should probably give the 30-minute challenge.
Oh yeah.
Reminder.
On the table is
$100.
$100. So this is what Mark is commissioning, and it's a legit thing. Mark would like to use this art for the poster art for my solo show that will be happening in the first week of June. So I figured we're commissioning art for a year. Might as well commission something that is actually going to get used. So the show is called Quarantinophenia. Because I have been making mixes since the beginning of quarantine or lockdown called Quarantinophenia, and I've been numbering all of them. I have like 85 on my Spotify. And so this show.
Spell Quarantinophenia for.
Oh, I'm going to pop it in the overall description. But I'm just giving like the full description before people start arting.
Squeakwatch just asked. We got you, Squeakwatch.
Yeah, got you. So it's a show about all the things that I have learned or actively not learned because I was, like all of us, going through various forms of depression.
That was the Squeakwatch, not to you. I'm so sorry. That timing was very poor.
It was awesome. So
I'm sorry. I was also listening to The Stranger, and I cannot say that I enjoy it. Crowbot.
Billy Joel, it's very polarizing.
It's an acquired taste like alcohol,
which Billy Joel imbibed a lot of.
Is he still? Is he sober now?
I think he. I don't know.
I feel like I would believe that, but I can't confirm it.
He got sober at some point. I'm pretty sure.
I feel like he is like he's like well gin, where you're like, hey, you drink enough of it, and everything just sort of blends together, and you think maybe I'm listening to some, I don't know. I don't know what you think you're listening to, but it's I'm
feel
so
like
sorry to derail this.
Yeah, we got off track giving them the assignment.
I'm so upset. So upset that I just listened to that.
So before I put up the timer and the actual challenge here, actually I'll just put it right now. That's how you spell it. The one thing that it has to have in it is it has to have me in it, somewhere in my living room. There that is, and then we'll give you the compromise in 15 minutes.
And so it's
This
on.
is very.
Huh?
It's on the experience of lessons and riding the waves, I guess, of depression from.
Yeah, it's sort of the idea. The basic idea of it is that it's the essence of it is all of the things that I wanted to be productive about and just wasn't, because I was experiencing all the negatives that the pandemic was hitting us with.
Yeah.
So essentially, a visual you can choose to use. It's just whatever a person being alone in their apartment, being inactive.
And is this a comedy or a drama?
It's a comedy.
I love that.
Yeah, it's a little dark, but it's a comedy. Micah's having a
I
phenomenal time.
I am looking at the art that people have just sent
Isn't it
in,
incredible?
and boy, is it funny.
This is for the early Bob Ross selections.
Correct.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
All right. Here we go. Oh, and also feel free to ask any questions in the chat, and I'll answer them about this new challenge.
I'll also answer them.
Micah will also answer them. All right.
Mark, what color is your couch?
Oh. The one in the I have one green couch and I have one kind of grayish couch. Pick whichever color you like.
Jenny Bake, welcome. This is we are having an adult
conversation
discussion of couch colors. So
that example is like, you need a new one. Then I committed to blue.
Yeah, Janie needs to know how tall you are, Mark.
I am 6'14".
So that's 7'2".
Yes, it is. No, I'm 5'9". I'm 5'9".
That is 6 foot -3.
That's exactly what that is. All right, let's check out some 15-minute art.
Let's do it.
All right, this first one is from Crowbot. Fucking atomic bomb test in the desert.
Mm-hmm. I do love that the mushroom cloud is a callback to the shape of Bob Ross's soon-to-be permed hair, because I assume
Whoa,
it was
good call.
His hair was still natural.
Right.
The caption for this is just boom.
There he is.
Yeah, I really like how this is like blurry. It feels blurry, and what I like about like Bob Ross landscapes is they're so crisp, and this is like this feels so depressed, doesn't it? It's like, fuck it.
Well, it's because it incorporates the like haze and blur that comes with a atomic blast or nuclear blast. I'm sure that's what he had in mind.
It is a nice inverse on all the typical Bob Rosses, right? A lot of times it's either very green or very blue because there's lots of water or lots of trees and stuff, and just the brown decimation of everything versus the tiny happy trees. the crisp versus the soft focus here kind of stuff. Very,
Oh,
very high bar here.
is it just me, or is there like a canvas like effect on here? Like it looks like it was
Oh
painted on a
yeah.
canvas.
Yeah, totally. You can see in some of the strokes that it's got that kind of cross hatch that the canvas lays underneath.
That's awesome. That's fucking
Oh,
great.
he said he
Oil
uses an oil
brushes. Oh,
brushes.
you can
Wow.
see.
All right.
Woo!
Okay.
Oil is crazy hard.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, it
very
is. That's very Bob
very
Ross.
Bob Ross. Yeah, he used oil paints.
Yeah.
So this next one is from Kara Sketches.
Oh my god, I love that her little Linda self is in there.
I love.
Or Sarah Linda.
Absolutely. I love Kara's descriptions. Kara's the only caption with that was sent along with this painting was or picture was, I don't know about this one.
I do know about this one, and
I do
it
too.
is perfect.
It's fucking tastic.
It's amazing. Blood River. Yeah, it's like lava searing through a Bob Ross portrait.
That's lovely. All right, next one is Bad Example. Whoa, that is dark.
Oh my goodness. Wow.
This is the description that was sent along with it. While still in the military, Bob had to sneak out and do art with what little access to supplies he had, tagging up local alleyways with happy little trees. Oh, I love that so much.
Oh my
Oh,
god,
that's
yes.
great.
So this is like cave art graffiti almost while he's at war.
Yep.
Trench art graffiti.
Yeah. Oh, that.
Also, both of these second two very good call outs to specifics of the mountain work that Bob does,
Yes.
with like always aware that the sun is coming from a specific side and the snow peaks, and that like that's not easy. I've tried to do Bob before. All I can show for it is a paint by number. Oh god, how do I make it so that you can see him? Come back, Bob. That I don't understand how they did this without the paint by numbers, how they just did this out of their own talent and skill. That's phenomenal.
There was a call for a viewing of my ears. I wasn't trying to be an asshole to you, Katie. It's just it's for the show. It's for the art. This next one is from Squeak Watch.
Oh,
The caption is just, "This is not my best." This is great. You kidding me?
I love how clever it is that it's not a full over the shoulder, so that I'm like behind Bob in his helmet, but also I feel like I am Bob. That alone is a very clever choice to put us in this interesting view.
Yeah, and Crowbot's right. It's like totally just like nestled like just on top of the fro.
Yeah, that's how my t-ball hat used to sit.
You have a t-ball hat?
Well, when I was a child and my parents thought that they could make me play sports, my hair was too short, so I had just a fro, because that's what curly hair does when it's short, and the hat would just sit up on top of it like 6 inches above my head.
Do you have a picture that you could share
Please.
with us? I would definitely like to just have a little look at that.
Yeah, just a little looky low.
How fast can I pull it up? Please continue while I attempt to search.
Janie Bake, the prompt is right there underneath me. If you would like to participate, and you could win $100 if you win. So,
or Janie Bake, are you talking about the prompt of the art that we're looking at? That might be it.
I'm gonna be able to see it.
Oh my goodness! Wait, we can't. It's the.
Yep. I'm trying to work on it.
Oh my god.
Oh.
That's me in the bottom.
Yeah, put it in front. Put it under your chin.
Here my hair is already a bit longer, so it's sitting down significantly farther than it used to in the younger photos.
Yeah, I can see what's happening there.
But that is the smallest size hat they could find on my poor little pea head. Also notice the shirt that goes down past my knees. Oh, we lost it. Yeah. It was a look.
That's amazing. This is from Bob Ross. And the description is, here we see young Bob on the side of the road near the local diner on his day off while stationed in Alaska, but did not have time to fact check. The image may seem bland and lonely, but Bob's canvas reveals a colorful, happy little world.
I love the detail in that tiny little painting.
And that's what's like. Hold on, I'm gonna bring that. Like, I love that. That's what's in color.
Yeah. Everything else does feel kind of desolate, but then that little painting really is just popping.
Oh, a little canvases
money.
paintings by Bob.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
That is phenomenal. I also never realized it quite as much, but there really is that theme of river or road or something running down the center of his, and then two up in the landscape that every single one of you has nailed.
Yes.
Yeah. Katie, was your hat like this most of the time?
Yeah, but then just like awkward ringlets popping out in every direction.
This is one of my favorite NBA rookie pictures. He has a lot of hair, and the hat it is not superimposed.
The same thing happens to me if I don't pin my hair properly when I try to do a wig. My wigs will look like hats because they just are floating so high up off of my scalp.
Yeah,
it's always a fun journey.
All right, what do we think here, folks?
Well, there's one more. It's from Juice Fan.
Nice.
It's dark.
We need more happy little napalm.
It's dark.
So dark. Love it.
It's so clearly Bob Ross.
It is so clearly Bob Ross. I also like that this was an interpretation not of a Bob Ross piece, but we're seeing Bob Ross's soul prior to Happy Little Trees. This is like a sketch of a candid photograph, you know? Guys,
there's so much going on in this one.
Look at the detail in that gun.
Right? Is he holding a grenade? Or is he also holding a gun?
The way his hand is positioned.
Oh, it's a phone. He's calling in for... Is he
for
calling
napalm.
in
Actually
for
saying
napalm?
we need more Happy Little napalm.
Yeah, it's a phone calling in the napalm. Yipes.
Yeah.
That is dark.
Mark, you and I have some go-to phrases that we use on this program.
I say yipes.
Yeah.
And I also say it's wild.
Yep.
What do you say?
I say there's a lot going on here.
Yeah. I just stole yours.
And you say there's so much happening here.
Oh, really?
So much happening.
No, it's wild. Yipes.
All in the detail, guys. Ooh.
All right. So here they all are.
All right. So, all right.
I'm gonna move this over there.
What was the exact challenge again? I don't know how to rank these. I want to pick them all.
The exact challenge, it's a good question, is draw a Bob Ross landscape from before, comma, when he was in the army.
Okay.
All right, I got mine.
I also have mine.
I
My
can.
number 3 is Crowbot.
Your number 3 is Crowbot?
Yeah.
Okay. Katie?
My number 3 is Blood River.
My number 3 is also Blood River.
My number. Oh God. Guys, you're too good. I need some of you to suck a little bit more so that I can make my decision more easily, if you don't mind. I think number 2, I gotta go for Alaska Abyss with the little pop of color in the painting.
Ah, nice. Abros.
Abras.
Micah?
Mine is Bad Example. The what do we call it?
Oh, the
Trench art.
Oh, compromise time. I gotta get the compromise. So the compromise for the poster art is surround Mark or within the room with your favorite cartoon or movie monsters.
Now that is cartoon monsters.
Cartoon or movie monsters.
So it could be like King Kong or Godzilla.
Could be King Kong or Godzilla. Yeah.
Or Freddy or the Scream masked person.
Yeah. Yeah.
It could be Freddy Krueger or My Pet Monster.
Yes. My Pet Monster. Or
Could it
Freddy
be
Krueger.
Gremlins?
Could be Gremlins. Guys,
Could it be
anything.
Could it be E.T.?
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah, he kind of monster,
Yes,
I guess.
because there are people who find E.T. absolutely horrifying. Terrifying.
How about Slimer?
Ooh.
Yes.
How about Dan Aykroyd from the Ghostbusters cartoon?
Nice twist there.
Is he a monster in the cartoon?
He's a Ghostbuster.
Yeah. But you could do the rat guy from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. What's his name
Master
again?
Splinter?
Splinter.
Dan Aykroyd was more of a monster in real life. Well,
Yeah.
Chevy Chase was a real monster in real life.
How about Dan Aykroyd's character in Nothing But Trouble?
Oh, man, absolutely. Absolutely. Bonus points if he's playing the piano.
How about
But you don't
Humpty
have to put him
Hump
in.
from Cool Modi? I mean, from
Man.
Nothing But Trouble.
I mean,
That's not a monster, but he was wearing a costume.
he was wearing a costume, and technically,
Rest in peace, by the way.
Right, R.I.P. Did I tell the story in here where I met him? At a P-Funk concert in 1999. My parents were having dinner nearby, and my mom like Karen'd her way into Tramp's nightclub where P-Funk was playing, and I was there as a 14-year-old kid. She was like, "My son's in there," and like she got in, and there was this whole crowd of people, and he was there, and he was like, "You look like you need some help." Although my mom was wearing a fur coat, and he was also wearing a fur coat, so she like described who I was. And he was like, "I've seen that guy," because he had signed my T-shirt earlier, and he like helped her through the crowd to find me in the middle of a P-Funk concert. Yeah,
that is magnificent.
Yeah.
You know, I had tickets to see George Clinton and Parliament Funkadelic, but then it got hurricaned out.
Oof.
And then I had an internship at a record company, and the first day I showed up, no one was in the office. And so I just walked around this empty office, and then I realized that everybody was in the war room, in the conference room around this enormous table, and at the head of the table was George Clinton himself.
What?
Yeah.
That took a turn.
That did take a turn. And it was not a brick wall like my story was.
Oh, no. It was a rainbow-colored assortment of dreadlocks.
Wow. Oh,
That's
that was amazing.
Yeah. I was like, I can't believe I'm this close to George Clinton.
Right?
Yeah.
Fuck, that's crazy.
Did you get to say anything, or did you just stand there interning?
I was just like, that's George Clinton.
Did you end up seeing the show?
Nope.
Don't need to.
Don't need to. I saw the guy.
You got the funk. Like,
I want the funk.
yeah, and you got it. You got it that day.
Well, if you give me the funk, I'm gonna take it.
Yeah. I mean, you wouldn't be asking for it if you didn't want to take it.
Gotta take
we have a good time.
All right, so I chose Crowbot as my second choice, as my B choice.
Katie?
Katie chose Opera. Oh, so yeah, Katie, you're first, number one.
I think I gotta go with trench art.
Me too.
And I am kicking it Kara Sketches with the Blood River and the I love a was her character waving in the
Yes.
It wasn't. Was it waving?
Yeah, she
Yes.
just mirrored it. She just
Okay, cool.
flipped her over.
All right.
Amazing.
Yeah,
All right,
that
great.
comeback was really just
Brilliant.
All right, tallying up scores right now.
Katie, what's the best concert you've ever been to besides Weird Al Yankovic?
oh god, Weird Al is such a gem. I actually haven't been to many concerts because I get very anxious being in a crowd of people. So I realized it's not the most ideal for me. But my first concert, I went to go see Raffi. I don't know if anyone remembers the
Of course.
gentleman who sang to children. And my dad took me. I was a wee little babe. And I got terrified because at one point when they sang the I like to eat apples and bananas song, they threw bananas out into the audience. And as a small child, that was just way too much for me. I was
see you losing your shit.
Luckily, the Baby Beluga song, if I remember correctly, reeled me back in and didn't have to leave. But I will never forget being a little and some poor person who I have since been hired as a performer to play these kind of terrible roles was dressed like a giant banana, just, awkwardly waddling across stage, throwing bananas into the audience, and destroyed my little 3-year-old mind.
You know what I'm not a fan of? Ooples and Banoonus.
For me, it's Eeples and Baninis that I really
I hate it all.
I think the first movie I ever saw in the theaters was the Sesame Street movie. And
which one? Follow That Bird?
Yeah. And I remember distinctly when Big Bird turned blue.
Yeah.
Because he was sad.
Yep.
I cried my eyes out. I was so scared. I was so scared because I was like, Big Bird is yellow and he has turned blue. Is Big Bird non-binary? Big Bird a boy or a girl?
Yeah.
Right?
Things that all of a sudden makes you question all of life. I don't know Big Bird's pronouns.
I'm literally Googling.
Big Bird was voiced by a woman, I believe.
Carol Spinney?
Yeah.
Man.
Is that a boy or girl?
It's a boy.
Man?
Yeah.
Bodied by a very tall gentleman.
Yeah, see, I don't know. I don't know what... Yeah. Not that it was super important for me as a kid. The important thing was that Big Bird was yellow.
Big Bird is officially male.
Okay.
All right.
See, I didn't pick up on that as a kid, really. I think I called him he.
I feel like a lot of Muppets are beyond the gender binary, which is delightful.
Is Elmo a boy?
Elmo always pronouns himself with me, so it's difficult.
Yeah.
Also male.
Bert and Ernie are a couple fellas.
They sure are a couple of gents.
They are. Many would argue a couple.
A couple.
Coupled couple.
Yes, indeedy.
And coupled.
Indeed. 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 These are the updated scores.
Those are the yes. This is the updated leaderboard.
Oh.
Crowbot 12. Bad example. Coming on strong in the 15-minute challenge with 11. Kara Sketches with 6. Squeak Watch with 5. Ross with 2.
And now keep in mind the $100 commission is
Right.
completely separate from the leaderboard.
Correct.
Right?
Correct. It is its
Only
own thing.
To win over Mark.
Yeah. So
You could
Yeah.
You could conceivably score only 3 points and win this entire commission.
Yes, you could come in. You could have not done art for the 3 or the 15 at all. Come in and just do this one, and win the commission.
Yeah.
This is major leagues.
High stakes.
The highest of stakes. I mean, $100.
That's 100 big ones.
It is
dude.
$100. Yeah.
That's real money.
Yeah. Do you guys have Cash App?
I do. I rarely use it though,
Same.
but I have it.
I have the app.
Yeah.
Is it better than Venmo?
I don't know. I don't know enough about it. Chat?
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah,
I use a direct Apple Pay when possible. Don't get any of that third-party stuff in there. Just sneak it right along the side.
How do you do a direct Apple Pay? You like bump your phones together?
I don't know if you can do that, but in messages you can pay someone cash.
Oh, right. Yeah, you can. Okay, I'm with it. But that's for people who have your phone number.
Yeah, people need to be a little bit in your life. That's real.
Yeah. So, yeah. There's people that I taught improv to that I was like, you don't need my phone number.
Yeah, correct. No, that's when I would do the Venmo with someone.
It's best you don't have my phone number.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, if you know me as teacher or coach, you don't need my phone number. I'll shoot you my email though.
Sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, email's
That'll be a
fine.
great way for us
Pretty
to
sure you can
communicate.
find that from Googling me though. So
Pretty sure you can find my address from Googling me too. So please don't do that.
everyone's gonna be mailing their art old school to you now.
In 3
there's
weeks,
actually-
you'll get someone's submission for tonight's challenge.
There's a whole slew of Micah Shermans in the United States. I mean, I would venture to say upwards of 15, 20 maybe.
Yeah, there's a lot of Mark Stetsons too.
There's a handful of Katie Hutches. I think
Now,
there's
Katie,
only
are you
one.
a? I'm sorry.
No, what's that?
Are you you a Catherine or are you a straight up Katie?
Technically legal full name is Catherine, but spelled a little weird because I'm named after Katharine Hepburn. So it's Catharine, not Catherine. But I've literally only been called Catherine when my mother was screaming my name and I knew to like tuck my ass and run away. Otherwise, I've always just been Katie or Hutch.
You know, speaking of Hepburns, I just watched My Fair Lady for the first time a couple.
The
days ago.
first time?
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite musicals ever.
I remember when I realized that was not actually Audrey Hepburn singing. That was.
Yeah, it kind of crushed me a little bit.
Oh God, I was like 8 or 9 or something, and I'm pretty sure I cried.
Who was singing?
Not her.
Whose voice? Some actual musical theatery.
Yeah, I
I
forgot.
mean, I really do feel like Julie Andrews would have been wonderful.
Well, because
Oh,
she
yeah.
was the original, but they didn't take her
Yeah.
for the movie, and that was apparently
Why?
a big thing.
Why did they not do that? What a bad move.
Yeah,
They
well,
wanted Audrey
yeah.
Hepburn.
Yeah, I think they I don't, wasn't she, there was some, I forget what the issue was. I have nothing to add to that particular part of this. I just know that happened and that it was like it was a big deal.
Yeah, I've definitely
There's-
heard the story, but that part did not remain in my memory.
There's really some tremendous things going on in the film. The guy who won the Oscar,
Rex
who
Harrison?
yeah, boy, he is like the acting job that he did was tremendous.
Tremendous, yeah.
Tremendous.
I've seen this movie since I was a child. I need to rewatch it.
And the way he adjusted it for film was great. There's some problematic aspects to it for sure.
There's
That's
so
part
many
of why I
problematic
haven't
aspects.
rewatched it.
Yeah.
The idea that a gent has to redesign a woman and give her purpose to be a three-dimensional human being doesn't sit great with me.
Pygmalion. But I mean, it's there's some very problematic toxic masculine elements to that film, but like the music and just, I mean, I don't know, for me, like the nostalgia factor of like my father showed it to me when I was like 8 years old. It was like one of the first like musicals I ever like did when I was like 10. Like it just got like it's nestled here in my in my soul.
The scene that Hepburn and Harrison have together towards the end of the movie too, where she's like,
art supplies down. Sorry, yeah.
And he's like, I want you to need me, and she's like, yeah, but I don't want you around anymore.
And he's like, I don't understand.
Like, oh, then like go away. Like there's like, man, that's like the whole movie there. But you know what I could have done without her dad? There was no reason to have that dude in it.
He's the most fun character, though.
I forgot about him.
He's awful, but he is like his songs are some of my favorite songs of all time.
He's not bringing anything to the table. Like it's not funny.
He treats her like a goat to sell, if I remember correctly, right?
He does.
Yeah.
She's an asset that he.
Yeah, I'm totally not rewatching this. I'm just gonna leave whatever lives in my memory.
Probably for the best. Yeah.
I would listen to the soundtrack though. The soundtrack is a lot of fun.
Some of the music is very pretty.
Yeah, it's remarkable.
Interesting.
Very. Art's starting to come in. Love that.
I also watched Singing in the Rain recently. I'd seen it before, but boy. Oh, if you have an opportunity, I recommend watching this. It's called The Opposite Sex. And it's a movie that is mostly women, hence the opposite sex, because every movie from the 50s was about men. And it's actually apparently based on a 1939 film called The Women, which apparently is maybe even better.
This cast is wild. This cast is amazing.
The reason I watched it is because it's young Leslie Nielsen.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Leslie Nielsen was hunky. He was a looker.
I'm gonna have to look into this. I love that.
Stud.
My fiance would not stop talking about him when we were watching it. Like, can you please? She was like, oh no, you guys look similar. I'm like, no, we don't.
Nice attempt at a save.
Yeah.
All that matters though is if she believes that.
I don't think she does.
But she loves you enough to tell you that she does.
She does.
I'll have to look into that. Yeah, that whole time period is interesting because there are some parts of it that are so beautiful and iconic and classic. And then there's always some layer that's like not deep at all. That's just like, ooh, so problematic. I feel like I can't enjoy the positive here. But I guess that's just kind of life in general, right?
You know, what Disney's doing right now, I think is quite good. They're putting up a title card for about 20 seconds. It gives you enough time to read it. And it's like some of the depictions in this are insensitive and wrong. They were wrong then and they're wrong now. And they're keeping the what do we watch? Lady and the Tramp. So the Siamese cats in that, right? It's like, all right, guys.
There's a lot of problems.
No,
what they were doing. I remember babysitting in high school and watching Disney's Peter Pan, and all of a sudden you get to the part with the indigenous folks, which are just called Red Man and drawn as such, and it's horrifying. Mm-hmm. And being there like with the kids, trying to all of a sudden be like, look at me for this scene, you own this video, so your parents are clearly okay with it, but I can't in good conscience let you intake this information. That
Yeah.
I think it's good they're at least doing something.
I think it's worth having a conversation about, not trying to sweep the past under the rug, you know?
Right, encourage whoever's watching the movies with the kids to be like, let's talk about what we saw. How do we process this?
Mark, so far I'm only seeing one submission.
I got one to my personal Gmail. So we have
Guys,
2.
I want to remind you, there's $100 and all the glory.
Here we go. Now they're starting to come in.
Oh, here they come. Okay.
Starting to get nervous.
Yeah. Squeakwatch, I'm still looking for yours. Oh, here we go. All right. They're coming in now. Yeah, it's
good. We're growing, we're learning, we're calling out problems as we see them. That's the best we can do, right?
Yeah,
certainly.
But I'm definitely a big fan of like shows and movies that like are, or like networks that instead of being like, get this out of here, like let's pretend this never existed, going, this did exist, and it's a unfortunate part of history, but we're calling out that it's dumb so that we can still appreciate, like, we can acknowledge what it is and then sort of move forward from it.
Now, Mark, Squeakwatch has said something very interesting in the chat here. She forgot to mention if she had more time, she would have made the text a little better. So if you when you make your selection, is that as is, or can the artist work as long as he or she pleases on it? Or what is your...
Sure. So obviously 30 minutes is only 30 minutes. And I want whatever piece I choose, I want you to be able to like feel it's like your best foot forward. So if you want to take more time with it once it's chosen to like fix stuff up, awesome. I'm totally down with that. If you're just like, this is the time that I put in, then that's also fine. But yeah, it's totally up to you.
Cool. All right, so this is very exciting.
This is very, very
Mark, do we have music underneath us right now?
No.
Do we ever have music underneath us?
Underneath this part?
Any part.
How about some Eye of the Tiger? Which is what I have queued up.
Yeah. And that's 90% Eye of the Tiger, right?
It is 90%. Yes, it is a bastardized version for the sake of being able to use on YouTube. All right, here we go. All right, first one to come in was Kara Sketches. That's I'm happy with this one.
Apologies.
Oh wow. Okay, this is so fun.
Back there.
So first of all, the way, okay, the couch and where I am and how I'm lying in the couch is verbatim how I saw it in my head. Just that off the bat.
So good.
With the cat too is great. And I love how you used picture frames to put those monsters in. That's just a really, really creative, fun way to go about it. Yeah, I don't know. How about you guys? What jumps out to you about this?
I feel like it's all the details in this. The fact that there's a roll of paper towel and it's a quarantine thing, that attention to detail of like the stockpiling, but not drawing all our attention to it.
Let's pause for a second. Is that paper towels, or is that the top of the kitty stand?
Oh, like the that looks like the top of the kitty towel.
Totally right. It's a scratcher.
I like it as paper towels, though.
I like it as whatever. I like that you know Mark enough to know the importance of a cat being present and that that's sprinkled into the world and the reality. I also agree with the picture frame that it's not pulling the full focus, but the detail is there to entirely understand what it's doing, and kind of metaphorically for what you were saying the show is about, that lingering creepiness and whatever, but not omnipresence, that it's just this subtle little like, by the way, fucked up shit's going on inside.
Yeah.
Although you're just sleeping on the couch is a nice like well-rounded view of how you described the show in a visual image.
Yeah. Love it. Micah, anything from you?
I like the armrests. I like how relaxing it looks, and how the picture frame being off means that thing like it's well worn in. Things are kind of askew, but there's safety in it, which is nice. It feels very warm.
Yeah, it's both
Yeah.
comfortable and you're aware that there's a part that's off-putting.
Yeah.
And you
Yeah.
know what it looks like to me is like the opening credits to Mary Poppins, where it's like sort of sketched out, or like the background, like the sets of 101 Dalmatians, where it's like the background is sort of
Fake.
implied.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that too.
It does a great job with color, though. Like you're really, really focused on you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, very well done.
Good shit. All right, next one is from Abros. Huh?
What a monster to pick.
So, didn't get very far, but the idea is down. Weighed down by all the could be's and should do's, always adding more. Plus monster. Yeah. Plus that. Oh man, that's.
Cat on top again, perfect.
Oh,
The
man.
laptop, yeah.
That does nail the like chaos that is happening around me at any given time. And I let the like accept button, which my hand is always sort of on the like accept, like let's do this. And the cat balancing on it. That's awesome.
Well, and it's fun that your hand down at the bottom with the accept and like the laptop and cat all the way at the top. There are these couple bits that allow that external image of like, it's fine, it's good, I'm doing it, I'm keeping it moving. And then in the middle, the central part is just that blob of like, but reality. But it's, as someone who also goes through the highs and lows of things and stuff, this feels like a very real capture of the experience of going through those kind of things.
Totally. Yeah, and Karasket is right. It's precarious in the best way.
Yeah. And also great animal. I instantly knew who that was.
Animal. Love it.
Whose is this here?
That's Abros.
Nice.
Next one is from Squeakwatch. Oh wow. Ha!
This is super postery.
It is super postery.
I really respect that you gave the attention to the specific assignment.
It's
In the-
very like, it's very classic movie postery.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this could be straight out of late 50s, early 60s in a heart.
Yeah.
Like that could be Dick Van Dyke instead of you sitting on that couch.
Yes. Yeah, and it's George Harrison as the Cheshire Cat, who is actually on the couch in that position right now. Oh, this is awesome.
Wow, yeah.
The piano keys too. All right. Next. Oh wait. Oh, hold on. Let's make sure there isn't a caption that went along with that. Nope. All right. It's from Juice Fan. Whoa.
Ooh.
Ooh. This is darker.
Yeah,
But
this is like desolate and creepy, but cool.
wow. Yeah, I mean, yeah, this one tells a whole story. This one, like even like the way that like Quarantineophenia is like coming up, it's like it's like it's coming. Yeah, I love how it's coming out of my head.
Like
It's like a
thought
thought.
bubble dreamish.
Yes. Oh, and that neon monster is so great.
What does Ophinia mean?
It's literally just a playoff of words from Quadrophenia, the Who album and movie.
What does that mean?
Quadrophenia? I actually don't know. Let's look it up.
For Phenia?
What is Phenia?
What?
Yeah, I don't actually know. I know what phobia is. I don't know what aphenia.
Yeah, I don't
This
know.
this particular one though feels like they walked through every bit of the description that you provided. It's got the green couch, it's got the longing in like the face, the fact that it's a cartoon, but I can really feel the emotions of like wanting to be there, wanting to do it, but that body language is the depressive state, and that cool little like coming up on your shoulder of the creepy neon monster. Like, this is a very real depiction of exactly what you described.
Yeah. Yeah, that's real intense.
Keep the boxes and scraps and everything. Yeah, just
Does anybody in the chat know what Ophinia means when you put it at the end of a word? This is going to be important to me. This bad examples. Wow.
This is Crowbot.
Okay.
Yeah,
This looks. Both of these look like Mark.
yes.
yeah.
Um,
Rover and Cookie Monster are so sad.
so sad.
This is another one though that looks very much like intentionally poster.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. Yeah. Um, yeah, I mean, it's like it's the it has that like claustrophobic element of like the quarantine and lockdown, and it's just this nails the sort of like that like 2,000 yard stare that's just like feeling all the feels, but just sort of like accepting the fact that like it's just like this is it for a while, and this is our life together.
That happening at you feeling, not being like an active participant in life, but like just surviving.
Yeah.
I feel like you all did a really good job too of both making it empathetic to seeing Mark as a character in this somewhere, but also that we're peeking inside his brain.
Yeah, very much. I feel very seen by these in a really vulnerable way. Actually, I feel like this is a lot.
They're really cool, guys.
Okay, that's all that I had. Just making sure that did anyone send any in that didn't make it in?
So, Phenia, what I'm finding is like it doesn't really mean anything. Like
I don't think it's an official Latin phrase. Penia, philia are both them. I think the Who must have made it up because it sounded like a suffix.
And it's apparently like a misspelling or a play on schizophrenia. So it's like quarantinophrenia, which
so it's like
I'm gonna take into
disorder
account.
that is quarantine. All right.
Oh, so quadraphonic was an early attempt to create surround sound.
Yep.
Right, because phonic is audio, is sound.
Right. So it was so that plus with like the schizophrenic element was what quadrophenia was. So for me, I guess quarantine mixed with schizophrenia or something along those lines.
Yeah.
So yeah, okay, nailed it. Okay. This is a lot. I'm gonna need
You guys
you
did
guys
a
to go
really
first.
good job here.
These are all fucking awesome. All right. Hold on, I'm gonna make. I'm stalling while I try to figure out
Mark,
my
I
shit.
am not jealous of your ultimate decision here.
Yeah, me neither. Okay, hold on. All right, I need to. You guys go first with your third and second.
Oh.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
I'm looking at the Who's album cover and like kind of trying to.
Oh, good call. Good call.
Okay.
Uh,
Um. Um.
Shit.
Okay. Specifically because of ranking for what this task is. 3. I'm gonna go with Neon Devil.
That's what number 3.
Yeah,
Okay.
number 3.
That's Juice Fan.
Which props, because that's gonna haunt me for days.
Yeah.
And I mean that in a good way.
Me too.
For number 3.
Yeah.
Okay. My number 3. Oh, like any of these could do it. All right.
It's so good.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So yeah. Abras. Yeah. There's no concern of a copyright because yeah, it would be parody, and also like I'm not making any money off of it. Yeah, they're not being sold. So okay, number 3. It's so close. Is Kara Sketches. Mainly because it's so close to but like there's an emotionality that is picked up in the others that bring them to 2 and 1. So Kara Sketches is my my third. All right. God, it's so
That's
good.
Yarn Ball, right?
Yarn Ball, yeah, number 3.
I think that's my number 2. Because she really nailed the feeling of what I anticipate this show to be. But it's not quite as poster presentation as
Yes,
Panoplia.
I think that's it. Yeah, because like I said, like for me it was like I saw myself lying on the couch in that way. But yeah,
If you
but
were having
this,
an animated version of the show, I think Kara Sketches would win it.
yeah, that would be a perfect like proof of concept kind of a thing. But
Yeah.
for the sake of like it being a poster, like ready to go, correct. Yeah. Okay, so but Kara Sketches is number 2 for you. Is 2 for you, Micah.
Um.
Just
Crowbar. I'm going to explain my 1 and 2 choices here in a little bit because And I'll explain why I went 1.
Okay.
But Mark, you're the important one here.
Well, I mean, in case for this commission, yes, but for the leaderboard,
Right.
I wish you could like take elements of each of these to make the final poster.
Okay. My number 2 is son of a bitch. We split it 5 ways. I can only use one. There can only be one.
Well, and I don't in reality know how they'd all combine together, but I just wish there was a magic way you could.
Number 2 is Juice Fan. Is Neon Monster. Oh, this was so tough. And I will also explain my logic when I.
Who was your number 3, Mark?
Number 3 was Kara Sketches.
Gotcha.
Okay. What's your number 1?
Mine.
Yes. Yours or Katie's?
Mine is Kara Sketches.
I appreciate it.
Katie?
Did you want to give your explanation for things, or?
I will when we're done, yeah.
Got it. I think because it's so close to being like print, you're ready for poster, I gotta go with the piano, keyboard, and the green couch.
Oh, wow. All right. Squeak Watch. Okay. So for me, okay.
Let me give my explanation for why I.
Yeah, go for it.
For why? Okay, so so the Who's album, the cover looks like this, right?
Yes.
And so the reason I chose Crowbot's 1,000-yard stare is because that's what I think the turnaround for that's what that guy would look like, and it's as if we are the Muppets.
So that's why you chose it for number 2.
Yeah.
Got it.
The reason I chose Kara Sketches as number 1 is because if you look closely, the pictures of the Who, the members of the band, are in the rear view mirrors there.
Like the pictures that she's got with the
like the pictures that she's got on the wall. And that's like such a like, oh my God, like quadrophenia, like it's so intense, right? The Who. But like this is quarantinophenia where it's like, and I'm taking another nap with my cat on the couch again.
Yeah. Oh.
That is mind blowing. I did not. That is.
Yeah, that's
something I did not pick up on. Wow. Okay, so I mean. Okay. For me,
decision.
The poster I'm going with is Crowbots, and I'll explain why. First of all, congratulations, Crowbot.
Crowbot, you just got $100.
It was. So so for me it was between these 3, and it was all very, very close. And I explained why. Just because I had to choose one, that's the easiest way to eliminate Kara Sketches which was is the element of like I want people to look at it and be like drawn to like a specific part of it, and it's a poster, and that's it. So it was between Juice Fan and Crowbot, and the two things that took it over the edge were the energy of it was of Juice Fans was like a little on the darker end of what the show is going to be. And also there are going to be Muppets in the show.
Oh.
So
Sneaky unknown Easter egg.
So the fact that they are
Very
present
sneaky.
in the back of the poster is also, is an added bonus. So so congratulations, Crowbot. We will talk offline about details and things. But that is that is it.
Congratulations. If you are not already, you are now a paid artist.
But yeah, this was so hard. I mean, it was
These
so
are
close.
really good, guys.
Who won the evening?
That's
Mark?
what I'm getting together right now.
Fast math, doing some math
Well,
fast.
Katie, as always, it's what a charm to have you on the program again.
Oh, I am always just so delighted to come join you all. And each time I come, the art gets more and more impressive. And I hate that I have to pick people because you're all insanely good.
Yeah.
I also want to sit on all of these couches. I'm currently very upset with my personal couch. I've been like fantasy scrolling to shop for a new couch, and I want to just snapshot this and search the internet for that.
Boy, I know when you're looking for a new couch, you notice every couch, don't you?
They stand out like you wouldn't believe. Every like TV show that I'm watching now, I'm like, what's the leg like on that?
What are you trying to get a chaise lounge, or are you looking something mid-century modern?
How did you know that a chaise was where my spirit was going? I'm looking for some sort of, I think, modular so I can move because I like to
Sure.
move my apartment around a lot. But I like the idea of some sort of couch that has an ottoman piece that converts it into a chaise effect.
Right, you got to have a potential cuddler.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really enjoy that word, but that's part of the reason I said it.
You don't enjoy the word cuddle?
I like cuddle. I don't enjoy a cuddler on a couch.
I have
That's
an old friend of mine. It was a professional cuddler. I mean, it is a real thing, and it's also, I mean, for a lot of people, it's like a very real service.
Face is more that I personally am bad with physical contact in general. I don't like touching people more than I have to. So the thought of professionally cuddling would be way too overwhelming to me.
Totally understandable.
I think I'd be pretty fucking good at professionally cuddling.
Oh shit!
You should add it to special skills on your resume. Well, maybe.
That's a
So-
great way to.
They'll either like it too much or that you just lost the job.
Yeah, exactly. It's a great way to either not get work or get work in an abandoned warehouse in Queens.
Yep. I'd say that's accurate.
Is that our final tally?
final-
Crowbot, congratulations.
Crowbot also, yeah. Topping the leaderboard as well as Crowbot. Kara Sketches
time.
coming in second, 12th. Bad Example with 11. Squeakwatch with 8. Juice Fan 4, and Ross with 2.
Never
Wow.
stop to impress me, guys. You just blown me out of the water.
This is just incredible. Thank you, everyone, and thank you everyone for like bringing it so hard for my poster.
And now you know at any given time you may come to an art smackdown and money could be on the line.
Absolutely.
May never be on the line again, but now the bar has been set, it could be.
Could be.
Well, everyone, have a wonderful evening and a wonderful weekend, and we will see you. Oh, who should we raid?
I don't know, but Curly David coming through right now
Oh
is
no! Oh no!
wonderful.
Oh no.
Oh, Curly David. Who is Curly David?
I am raiding Last Podcast.
Enjoy. Enjoy Last Podcast Network, y'all.
Goodbye.
Doodaloo.
Doodles.